Game includes jump scared. Progress is not... Hello? This game is based on real life experiences, although exaggerated in some aspects. I can't read that fast. Okay, well... You've been warned. I've also been warned. I was not expecting that. I didn't read into this. Apparently, we're following the life of a high schooler who cannot find a purpose in life. Is that... Hold on. Existential crises. Well, hang on. That might be a little too extreme there. The struggles of a high school dropout. So kind of existential crisis, not midlife crisis, not young adult crisis. We're like at the point of, you know, adulthood. We're getting there. What is this intro? This is fine. Life not found. Let me double check some settings. Why is the default? Oh, you're right. You're right. This is too real. It's already too real. What are you doing? All right. I get it. I understand. Life is hard. It's okay. Start PC. Fun fact, you get better the more you do stuff. The launch screen has a 17% failure rate with a couple other words that I didn't read. Ah, hello there. These keys. Grammar, Twitter, sorry, Tweeter. Door OS Ledge, Recycle Bin, Chatter, Games, Art Studio. There's a door, a prohibited diary, and an MP3 player. Chatter. Brendan, no recent messages. Okay. Great start. F me. I'm sorry. TubeU. 8 anime rivet remail. Interesting. Cannot connect to Door OS. Please try again. I need a change. Alloy Musk. Oh no. I mean, I shouldn't be laughing at any of this right now. We're supposed to be in like this super somber mood of a high school dropout. I mean, I apologize. Free speech is a big part of functioning society. I don't believe Twitter is doing their part. So I've decided to buy Twitter for a total of $69. They can't possibly reject this offer. All their shareholders will receive $1. This really does seem like a Twitter thing, as you can see. Alloy Musk page not available. Courageous Ollie not available. Tweeter L's. Koffel, certified minor bully. I can't believe Sarah Bergen's 38 would fix my art. She whitewashed my black character, believe I fixed her racist art. Absolutely unbelievable. I've left her IP and home address in my bio. Make sure to dox her even further. Black people face this kind of discrimination every day. With your help, we can prevent this. Teach her a lesson. Young people should learn young. I swear, sometimes I feel like... I mean, again, if we're referencing Twitter here, I feel like Twitter is one of the more controversial social media applications. It's ridiculous. Now without interactions and a 500 character limit. Isn't this game... Wait, this game's pretty recent, so I think maybe... When did the Twitter changes happen? I don't remember. But very true to its time. Oh, look. Hey yo, what's up? Want a game? If I was the one answering, I'd probably say not today, I'm busy. Whether I'm busy or not, but I want to say yes, sure. Honestly, if people ask me to play and I'm free, I'm gonna say yeah, sure. So yeah, sure. Epic. Okay. Games? Are we gaming? There's nothing to do. You just said yes to playing a game with somebody. What are you talking about? Rhythm Dash, Monster Mon. Oh no, Space Program. Third Party Royale. Rhythm Dash. Played it too much. It's boring. Played it too much. No, stop putting yourself down, man. What's happening? Paracosm can't aim? What's this? Caleb, come online. Okay or nah? Okay. Sure. Okay, okay. What? I'm going insane. Same. Maybe? Maybe same. What else is there to do? Aren't we gaming with friends? We're supposed to be gaming. We're gaming gamers. Unless we're not gaming and then... Grammar. Just keep skimming reality memes. I'm going to do my best tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best tomorrow. I'm gonna do my best tomorrow. Commenting currently not supported. Not me, I'm a chat. Why you do me like that? Oh, is this the memes? Why is it called grammar though? Stay negative so you will never be disappointed, some guy. Degenerate virus spending at rapid oh, COVID times. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, photography? Photography, we love it. Oh, is grammar supposed to be like Instagram? Maybe? I don't know. Wow, of course. Alright, we got the memes, we got the art grammars, and then we got the other grammars. I hate myself. Stop it, man. You're afraid to play. You just moved my cursor over. That was not me. I mean, there were two cursors at some point. Is this Hollow Knight? Date of birth, January 7th, 2003. There's nothing to do. You had two friends contact you to play a game. You're afraid to play. Why am I afraid to play these keys? What's wrong with these keys? Forlornness, distress, melancholy, diligence. Oh, that just changes the in-game music. That's cool. Which one puts me less at edge? Diligence. This one's nicer. Not fun. I'm not done yet. I'm bored. I'm going insane. Not yet. What else am I supposed to do? Gamers got a game. You literally got called up by two people. Oh. The test. New beginning. Lucky day. Sakura Dimensions? Also, why do you have trash from 2015? Okay. I'm concerned that it says loud. Sick beats, yeah, yeah. This one grooves a little more, yeah, yeah. Interesting. I need a change. Sorry, I need the music in the background. It's just the pure silence is gonna drive me crazy. Well, there are a couple things I haven't. You're afraid to draw. Stop going back to Twitter. Do your work. Do your thing. Why can't I exit out of here now? Hello? I'm sorry, did I break your game? I'm concerned that I broke your game. Is this on purpose? Oh god, do I need a reboot? You did say there were no saves, so... Okay, I guess... sometimes game be buggy. Okay, well, I gotta reboot my PC now, since... I broke the game. Wait, this is different. Was that on purpose? We live in a world full of other people, some around us. Yet feeling alone seems more familiar than those around us. Wait, I'm a little confused. because of what just happened, because that didn't happen on the first boot up. So I'm assuming me breaking the game was part of the game, but I'm gonna start the PC up again for the third time now. You can get all Steam. Oh, hi, no. Okay, yeah. Aha. Did you think getting rid of me was gonna be that easy? No? Left mouse button to progress. Okay. Oh, wait a second. What? God, I hate my life. You thought making a game would rid you of me. That's funny. You're still the same person you were before. Making this game hasn't changed you at all. You may have noticed your mistakes, but you haven't fixed anything. You're pathetic. You're stupid. Such an eyesore, too. You thought you'd just drop out of school and all your problems would have been solved. Just like that? That's ridiculous. How many of your promises have you kept? How many people have you disappointed? Your parents? Your friends? Your fans, if you have any. All you've done is sit on your ass and waste time. I know that. I've been watching you. Now you think making this small piece of garbage will fix anything, everything. Don't be ridiculous. You're still comparing yourself to others. You still get jealous when you look at other people's success. Begging for some of that luck. Begging to be noticed by the algorithm. Why does this sound so familiar? Begging for the likes of other people. Begging for the likes other people get. The subscribers, the views, the followers, whatever it may be. Too bad for you. All your hard work is being wasted. Whether you like it or not. No one will notice your work. No one will play your future games. No one's gonna play this game. That's where you're wrong. That's where I come in. Oh, my entire body is perspiring right now for that one jump scare. You've got me on edge. Ooh, you got me good. I wasn't expecting that. Let's be real. All you're doing is wasting time you could have spent in school. The longer you delay that, the older you'll be when you graduate. That's what you think every day. That's what we think every day. That's what I make you think every day. You'll never be successful. Just give up. Cry like you usually do. That's all you're good at anyway. Is it? Oh, it's gonna be one of these games. It's gonna be one of these games. What am I doing with my life? You're right. Game dev, whoever you are, you right. Gotta boot up the PC again, I guess. This game, yes, game includes jump scares. No, jump scares. Oh god. Life not found. Do I gotta start the PC again? Are there any setting changes? Life is still hard. Okay. I get it. Don't do it again, I swear. Don't. This isn't a loading screen. The launch screen has a 17% failure rate. Okay. We're back again. Can I just say, the first portion of this game so far, I'm impressed, right? You made me think I broke the game. You made me think I broke my computer, so I rebooted my computer into a jump scare. Wow, that is impressive. What am I supposed to do here then? Nobody messaged me. I'm useless. Still can't connect to the internet. Oh, Caleb, come online. Okay. Sure. Wait, so what is the point? Should I deny it next time? Because clearly it just resets something. John2384, it's finally done. A YouTube video. Tech with Jack. Twitter staff claims that just 69% of the user base consists of bots. Is cap. There's no way only 69% of its user base are bots. It has to be way more. No one ever responds to my messages. My friends seem fake and only respond when they need something from me. They can't just keep lying to all of us. Twitter needs to speak up. That last sentence feels kinda real. No one ever responds to my messages unless they need something from me. That kind of just seems like an adulthood kind of thing. And it's like both a misconception, but also a harsh reality that I feel like we all have to like submit ourselves to. Because everyone's busy, everyone's got their own life to live, life moves on, and it moves pretty fast once you turn 18, and then again once you get out of college, it only moves faster from there. More often than not, I found myself in a position where I wanted to talk to somebody, but more often than not, people don't necessarily engage in active conversation when it comes to texting. The only actual time you can get in contact with somebody is a face-to-face interaction. And even those are very limited, right? You might end up talking to someone during their 1-hour lunch break and you'll never see them again for another few weeks. Or maybe you'll call somebody up and then you'll never hear from them again for a couple months. You know, it's that kind of deal. And as disappointed as I was trying to figure out what was going wrong, which it technically isn't wrong, it's just how life goes, right? People move on, people will see other people there. They'll surround themselves in a new environment and have to adjust for their sake. Not to be super down about it, but eventually you'll become collateral. And then you really just have to cherish the moments you get with people because they don't come often. And usually when they do come around, it's very limited. So sorry, that's just my take on adulthood. I know my perspective will probably change in a couple of years, but that was like me being super disappointed with myself in how I wasn't able to make friends as an adult. But it's a different thing now. You just have to come to terms with it. Tweeter L's, cancel culture is great when you cancel the right people, not me. I've done nothing to be cancelled. I've only advocated for the right movements. I've never hurt a soul. Whoever started these movements against me deserves to be cancelled themselves. Unacceptable. Ban them from Twitter. Cancel culture, then we loop back again. Why won't you practice your art and music? Clearly you do art and music. You're afraid to draw. But why? I'm useless. Instagram has the same... Sorry, I'm calling them by their real life. I know for like copyright, trademark reasons, whatever. I can't do that, but... Why don't you play a game? Why don't you do this? Yo, are you busy? Do you want a game? Sure. Let's go. I need to change. Am I not allowed to... Is that what you're trying to symbolize? Are you telling me that I need to change because I can't game with others? Practice. Do something. You're afraid to play. You shouldn't be. What are you afraid of? Stop going to your socials. Get to work. Practice. Do your art. Do your music. Do these keys. I mean, again, I understand how difficult of a position someone like this can be. It's like anything you do on a regular basis feels pointless, and so you just sit there and ask yourself, what's the point of it all? Why? It's unfortunate that we live in such a society that requires such a high standard of us, that especially us in the creative field where the risk reward, the difference between risk and reward for us creative workers is much higher than the risk reward effort that a person in an academic field might be able to put out. And even then, the academic field is hard enough on its own. What else is there to do? There's nothing else to do. You literally have two options to do here that you haven't done all game. So I can either exit the game. There's a prohibited folder here that I have yet to open. And a diary. Number 1, take a break. November 23rd. I'm tired, both mentally and physically. I don't know how much longer I can keep this facade up. I think it's best to take a break now, just to relax and refresh myself. Starting next month, I'll take a break until my birthday. After the break, hopefully when I'm refreshed again, I'll continue with being productive. Game progress. I've been working on a game for a while now. It's almost done. But when should I release it? Would people even want to play it? Would it even blow up? Would the trailer get any views? I've never really had any luck with stuff like this. What if no one even plays the game, even though I'm satisfied? Wouldn't all the time spent on it go to waste? What's left? Development hasn't gone as smooth as I'd hoped. It'll take longer than I expected to finish. Is it really worth it to keep going, even though I was supposed to take a break? The quality of the game should suffice for release. I need to work on the story a little more and fix the last bugs. I hope it doesn't take too long. I recently started noticing something, but I don't know how to explain it. Like, I'm not depressed, but I feel kind of unhappy, unsatisfied with my life. Waking up and going to sleep have become harder, which has only made it worse. I'm confused. What is this feeling? So far, taking a break has been a good decision. It has given me some time to think about my life. I wish I'd done this sooner. I think I'm like stuck in life. Even though I have goals to work towards, I feel like I can't do it anymore, and I can't get better no matter how hard I try. What am I doing with my life? Am I just wasting my time? Did I drop out of school for this? Just to do nothing all day while being depressed over not doing anything productive? I dropped out of school so I'd have more time to do stuff I'd actually like to work on projects I could only dream of having the time for. But all I've been doing is waste my time gaming. I need a change. My birthday's next week. I'll be turning 19. Even though I'm still young, I feel so old. Should I even worry so much at that age? I still have enough time to grow, right? Why am I trying to speedrun success while I'm still young and still have more than enough time? Am I being entitled? I have so much time left and I feel like I'm wasting all of it. I get it now. I think I finally understand why I've been feeling like garbage. I might have always known subconsciously. I don't know much about it honestly, either way. I think it's because of the reason why I'm useless now. All the time I've been going to school, I've dedicated most of my time to school, not giving me much time to do other stuff, like hobbies, although I did play games with my friends whenever I had some time. I've had so many different interests over the years. I've made ROM hacks and simple stickman animations when I was 13. I used to draw actively between 2015 and 2017. I've tried making music when I was 14. I even released my first fan game on April 15, 2018. I was just 15 at the time and 2 streamers enjoyed it. If I didn't dedicate all my time to school, if I gave these hobbies some of my time to slowly master them, I wouldn't have been so useless now. Just experimenting already affecting my grades, I just didn't have time. I have even tried to become a tububer, but I didn't have the equipment nor time to do it full time. I couldn't get a job, I was too young, and school took all my time. There was no way to get money to buy the bare minimum gear. I never had the chance to begin with. At least not back then. I didn't have the time, the money, and I focused too much on school. Just to drop out in the end, which I don't regret. Now I have the chance and the time, and I'm still wasting it. I need to change. It's my birthday today, and I'm now 19 years old. I feel so old, even though I'm still young. The fact that I look so old doesn't help either. People usually assume I'm around 30 years old. Starting today, it's time to be productive again. No binge watching anime or grinding games, just useful stuff, whatever that means. I should also try streaming again now that I've got the proper gear. It'll be fine. Some music I listened to today inspired me, kinda, and gave me an idea for a new game project. The album was meant as a way of venting, I think. I could make a game to vent about my struggles as a creator. I think another game has also indirectly inspired me. The game was also meant as a way to vent, although the style and type of game is entirely different from what I have in mind. Let's do it. Shut up, get happy. That's the right mindset on January 31st. I'm tempted to click on the prohibited folder, but I do anticipate something bad is gonna happen if I do, and I don't know. Well, let's go. Access to the prohibited folder is locked. To unlock the folder, you must find the answers to the following. Which is the musical B key? Huh? What button connected us to our mothers? Which video sharing app can't be opened? What is EU7? What? Excuses for procrastination. If you think you know the solution, click on the solution 3 times total to mark the task as done. Click unlock when finished. RB is recycle bin. I found my objective, but what? Which is the musical B key? I don't know, the B key on the piano? What does that mean? I can dig through the recycle bin first. That might be the easiest to handle. Which is EU... This one. I don't remember this. Maybe I wrote about it somewhere. Am I not allowed to recover this from my own recycle bin? Which video sharing app can't be opened? Video sharing. Well, okay, you've got the internet, you've got Twitter, and then you've got Instagram. Sorry, Twitter and Grammar. I gotta not use the mainstream terms and whatnot. I'm so confused. What button connected us to our mothers? Our mothers? Excuses for procrastination. Is it just the games? If I click on this 3 times. I'm horny. No. Stop. Okay, hold on. There's a part of me that's still sitting on edge. I have an objective now. I don't know how this is gonna work. Oh look, it's Nate. Want a game? Ah. Okay, so I have to change, so not today, I'm busy. That's new. Keep it up. Thanks, Nate. You're afraid to play. Wait, no, Brendan, I didn't... Hold on. Why can't I check the piano? Why am I so afraid to play? What is... What am I doing? I haven't clicked on the door. I'm assuming the door means exit, which is a really bad assumption to make when you're entering a game, but I feel like... You know what? I'm gonna do it. Oh, there are... Hold on. Twitter, uninstall. Grammar, uninstall. Chatter, uninstall. I should uninstall games. That is a lot of space on my computer. And if you plan on being productive, you probably shouldn't touch them, and it doesn't seem like you're playing the games anyway. Right? You're giving me all this power and I don't get it. Do I just keep going? Or... Fun fact, I'm single. The goal is to get into the prohibited folder and be productive. I'm assuming here, so I have to do everything in my power to make sure that I'm productive. Okay, uninstall games, uninstall Twitter, and uninstall Grammar. You're gonna get to work. Surely, right? Oh, do I have to uninstall... Do I have to uninstall my Chatter too? So that I can get to work? I'll check Grammar. No, you won't, because I uninstalled it. I'm useless. I'll check Twitter. I'm useless. Don't jump scare me. Please don't. Takes too much time, I'm useless. I suck at this. Okay, it's all happening, I can. How do I stop it? Maybe don't. Maybe don't. Maybe stop. Maybe... Oh god, how do I stop it? Make it stop. Make it stop. Your sanity ran into a problem and needs to restart. We're just go... Okay. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm ready for it. I'm waiting for it. Please don't. Uh-huh. 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 God, why am I so on edge? You didn't beat the game beat you. Restarting Windows. Uh-huh. This is a prime time for a jump scare and I'm waiting for it. This game... Uh-huh. Wait, did we... Am I... Ever since I dropped out of school, my life has been all over the place. All school ever did was waste my time, I thought. I still do. I thought I limited my potential. I still do. I thought it hindered my growth. I still do. I thought it wasted all my hard work. I still do. So I pursued a new life, exploiting flaws in the laws to be freed from school until forever dawn. Work, game dev, gaming, music, art. Work, game dev, gaming, music, art. One thing I've been wondering all this time. If I dropped out of high school because I felt like I wasted my time, because I felt like it limited my potential, because I felt like it hindered my growth, then haven't all I've ever been doing since resulted in the exact same? I'm sorry? I mean, I guess I'm going back on the PC again. Launch screen has... Yeah, hi, I was ready for it. I saw it in the helpful tips. There's a 17% chance. Okay, so if I can't uninstall my distractions to get to work... Come online. Nah. Okay. Sorry, Caleb. I need a change. What if I just uninstall everything? Because it doesn't seem like you want to do anything. I just uninstall it all. Then what's the point? Then what can you do? You can't even connect to the internet. How do you connect to the internet? Video looping, left mouse button to exit. I mean, hey, stickman animations were definitely a thing at a time. I still have an appreciation for them. Also, why can't I click on any of these other ones? These are still nice animations, man. Look, if there's anything I can say as a person who's done music his entire life up until now, I still am working on it, on top of adding on these other new creative outlets that I feel like I can invest my time in. This is not something that can just happen overnight. When you feel useless, I know what it feels like to be useless in your field. Or in my field specifically, but in a creative field in general, because this is a lifelong journey. This is not something that can just happen overnight. And what I have to say for the people who did experience it overnight is they got really lucky. And so I don't know, everything somehow lined up for them, and you can't compare yourself to those people because that's their story, that's not your story. Everything that I'm saying applies to me too, and I feel like I can strongly relate to you, game developer, if you're pouring your life into this game, your life story. From what I understand, it's not an easy decision, right? If you have a passion for any of these creative outlets, it's an investment. It's not something that you can just say, I need it to happen by X number of time, or like outline yourself a plan, so to speak. It's not a 9-to-5. It's not something you could just get hired to do and be secure for the rest of your life. And even a 9-to-5 job isn't something you can secure. And so the challenge that you have inherently by taking on a creative outlet such as game development, such as art, such as music, such as anybody in the creative field, is the investment of time does not always equal the output reward, doesn't always equal the attention you deserve or any of that. None of that. You can't plot it on a graph. And even if you did plot it on a graph, there is no scale in which you can predict the success or failure of whatever it is that you're doing. But the bigger issue that I see here is that you're not even enjoying the creative stuff anymore. Video sharing app can't be opened. Is it YouTube? Okay, that's good. What button connected us to our mothers? What button? Also, there was this like little Among Us guy. I don't know if that served any significance. No. Which is the musical B key? I don't know what this... I mean, I can see it in the recycle bin. I just can't access it. I don't remember this. Maybe I wrote about it somewhere? Where would you have written this? Where? It's not in your diary. I don't understand what any of these other ones mean. Which is the musical B key? What if I just installed these keys? Now can I access them? No, we gotta do this again. Oh, come on. No, don't stop. No. Yeah, I got it. Just, there's no point. Just, come on now. We're gonna break windows. Break windows. Break it again. Break me, break. Thank you. I'm gonna do this again. Okay, so the conditions have to be right. How do I access the piano, but you don't, like, look at your social media apps? Because that's, how am I, what? Oh, don't scare me. You already got me twice. You gotta fulfill your statistics of 17% failure rate. 17%. Thank you. There's no save, so that means I have to do this right in one sitting. I don't get it. I don't understand. Okay, so I cannot touch the art studio or these keys unless these applications are still here. If I don't have these on my computer, I just crash the computer, which isn't good, right? I feel kind of stupid playing these games sometimes because I feel like the answer's really obvious and in my face, but sometimes they're not because I don't know how to think. The musical B key is this one over here, this one right here. Did I do it? Oh, I very literally just had to click on it. Okay, now you've got me confused about these last two. What button connected us to our mothers, and what is that weird file in the recycle bin? What does this mean? What button connected us to our mothers? Is this some kind of like trick question? What could this possibly mean? Okay, wait. April 15th of 2018. Is there a date in my diary that indicates April, what did I say? April... April 15th, 2018. I even released my first fan game on April 15th, 2018. Your first fan game. So how do I click on your first fan game in this game? On this computer? What is the fan game, first of all? This is the fan game. Yeah, maybe I wrote about it somewhere. You wrote about it in your diary, but how do I get to it? Unless you're metagaming with me and I have to look this up outside of your game. There's gotta be a way for me to click on it in here. Or, okay, I already got it. I'm overthinking things. I'm overstepping my boundaries. Okay, the last thing. What button connected us to our mothers? This is the thing that I don't get it. This is the last thing that I don't understand. What could it be? What button connected us to our mothers? Who is our mothers? And what button are we talking about? I feel like my first theory was correct. If... God, I hate myself for this, but oh mommy, I missed you. On the grammar, the button we should be talking about should be this like button here, but apparently it's not. I'm like triple clicking on everything because I don't know. What else is there to do? You're right, I don't know what else there is to do. The one button that connects us to our mother. I keep repeating this to myself, but I just can't. What button connected us to our mothers? Is this an anatomy question? I swear, if it... No way. No way, that took me forever to put together. Oh, that makes so much sense. Oh, that's so smart. I'm so stupid. Okay, I'm mentally prepared to open up this prohibited folder now. I say that, but I'm probably not. But God, oh wow, that is so smart. Maybe I'm just so dumb, but that is so smart. Alright, here goes nothing. You have successfully verified your identity. Factory reset pincode.txt. Any text files you open will appear here. Pincode.txt. The door OS manual said that one of the numbers is behind a white, slightly open door. One is on the launch failure screen. A weird hint was just... The final hint was the middle of the screen on the title screen, breaking easily. Okay, wait. One of the numbers is behind a white, slightly open door. There was a number that I saw earlier. It was on like the back of a... It was like the back side of a gaming chair. It was like line 8, line. So the second number is 8. There's one on the jump scare screen, which I kept looking away from, so now I have to look at it. One of the numbers is behind a white, slightly open door. And then a weird hint was just that, which that doesn't help me. Final hint was in the middle of the screen. I'm gonna forget all of these. I hope the prohibited folder stays open. Future plans. For the time being, I think it's best to keep practicing and improving my skill set. I'm not at all ready to be making bigger games, so improving my skill set will benefit me a lot, though it will most definitely take a while. Future games, TXT. I'm not too sure what kind of games I want to make. I do have a big RPG idea in mind, but it will take years before I can even start to work on it. Also, have a controversial topic I'd like to make a game on, but I don't know yet. Why make this? The reason I decided to make this game is because I wasn't and still am satisfied with my life. I didn't act the way I told everyone I would and disappointed both friends and family. As a way to end that life and to vent, I made this. Cursed Diary disabled. Click to enable. I'm scared about this one, and then there's also a factory reset. Cursed Diary enabled. So if I go back to the diary, do I want to click on this though? Oh, okay. The origins of this diary are unknown, but it contains the thoughts and feelings of someone being deceived by their own sense of self. Said thoughts and feelings were sealed away and replaced by more grim and tragic ones. This may contain sensitive information. Be ready for it. You must always be. Ah yes, the app where everyone only shows the bright parts of their lives. The app where people flex their personal belongings. The app where you can't stop scrolling for hours long. The app that never fails to make you feel pathetic because of the material or emotional wealth you do not possess. But even so, you can't stop scrolling and you can't stop making yourself feel like garbage. After all, scrolling gives us pleasure. Why is that? Twitter. The thing that is Twitter never fails to disappoint. People canceling each other for the dumbest stuff. People having the dumbest opinions and the constant urge to argue with other people to prove your opinion as the dominant one. Constant hate and toxicity, drama all over the place, but for some reason it's all fun? Watching other people argue it out on behalf of you or even joining the heat yourself. There's a certain thrill to it which I can't describe. But why do they act like this? Do they want attention? Validation? Gratification? I mean, he brings up a good point. Also, why is 4 in a question mark? Okay, 4 doesn't exist. That's fine. Door OS Ledge. Internet browsers. The gateway to the internet. So many opportunities and careers are created here. You can't find the answers to everything about You can find the answers to everything about anything. However, one of the most dangerous addictions can be found here as well. The constant urge for instant pleasure, gratification, which only feeds the loneliness more and more. Unrealistic standards being set, time wasted, and after all of it, you just feel useless and wonder what the hell you're doing with your life. It's just messed up, all in all. Games. One of the media's favorite things to blame whenever something goes wrong in society. Video games. Lots of fun, grinding, and socializing. It can't do any harm, right? When you're bored, depressed, or even stressed, you play video games. Video games have become one of the main ways to escape from life, a far too reliable one. Furthermore, I have this weird feeling of guilt when I play games myself. It's not always there, but when it is, it takes away from the joy of playing. It makes me feel inadequate for not doing productive things. Chattering. Fake people are everywhere, people who are only friends with you for their own benefit. Whether it's material or emotional gain, or because you're talented in certain thing, they just want to take advantage of you. People like that are everywhere, and most of the time they're experienced too. It's hard to know who's real or not. But when you finally do find a real friend, heck, does it feel good to have them? One of the best pleasures to have. Why is 8 also blocked out? Recycle bin. My work from the past 7 years, lumped together and all classified as garbage. I wish I realized sooner that's wrong. Did I really think it's all trash, or did I only start to think that when I compared my work to others? Am I not satisfied with my work, or are others? Thinking back now, all these projects helped me grow into who I am today. Without having done all these, who knows which path I might have taken. This isn't trash, it's progress. I agree, absolutely, 100%. And the only way you can make progress in a creative field is to make trash, be bad, or don't be afraid to be bad, don't be afraid to make garbage, because that's the initial step you have to take. Not every step you're going to take is going to be the perfect game, the perfect song, the perfect performance, the perfect run through. That's the whole point of being in a creative field. You are exploiting your creativity in such a way. While you're exploiting that creativity, you have to be able to be willing to sacrifice your vulnerability. When you're most susceptible to your emotions is when you can do your best work as a creative artist. There is not a moment in time where any of my teachers, professors, educators, colleagues, there's never been a moment where they haven't told me to let go. I mean, this was a huge problem for me growing up as a violinist, right? The biggest, I wouldn't say complaint, but like the biggest observation that most of my teachers had as I was progressing through my musical journey was that I was holding myself back because I'm too afraid of being me. And a huge majority of what they were trying to get me to do, particularly in like my high school days to like my undergrad, was that they just wanted me to be myself and to be confident in myself, whatever that might be in whichever regard, because what they have told me and what I see in myself is that the potential is there. I have wonderful musical ideas, and I most certainly can I most certainly can give a performance when I need to. But the issue is I'm not convinced enough with myself to convince the audience that I am performing to. And it's the same thing with any sort of creative outlet. I feel like you can apply that anywhere. Is that yes, of course, you need to progress, you need to level up your skills to a certain point, but when it comes to presenting yourself, whether in like a gaming medium, whether you're performing on stage, whether you've released an album, the only thing you can really truly ask of yourself is to be yourself. You're the best version of yourself in the moment, and to be able to be vulnerable to criticism, to be vulnerable to compliments, to be vulnerable to even yourself. You yourself are always going to be your worst critic. And to be vulnerable to your own negativity is something that you have to be able to cope with. If you don't know how to collaborate with your negativity, you're never going to improve. You're always going to feel like you're never enough. And so there's this really fine balance between the self-critical side of you and the child at heart that still truly wants to enjoy the creative process. That's why you do it, right? The part of you that wants to improve continues to strive you to become better. And then the part of you that truly enjoys it, heck, that's why you do it. You enjoy it to a certain extent. should there ever be an imbalance of those two variables, your life just gets thrown out of whack. Things go into chaos. You collapse under your own criticism, or you lose purpose and you forget why you're striving to improve every day. Sorry, I went on a huge rant about this, but this entire game resonates with me. If the game developer ever sees this, right? Because I'm turning this into a video. If the game developer ever sees this, I need him or her, I didn't see it. I need them to understand that they're not alone in feeling like this. Almost everybody feels this way. And it's just something you have to come to terms with, write out, or seek help. Talk to people about it, because for sure you, me, and everybody else who's gone along this journey, whatever their journey is, feels the exact same way. Anyway, before I like tangent my way through the rest of this, I apologize. Productivity. Doing something that will improve your skills or will benefit. I'm sure people have their own definitions of the word that differ from mine. Something so important yet so difficult to do, with many distractions around that give instant pleasure, while productivity takes time to be pleasurable. It's not weird that people choose instant pleasure. That's the wrong way of thinking, though. You need to be productive. You need to do something with your life other than wasting time for short-lived pleasures. What is a person without any skills? Useless, not only to themselves, but to everyone else. Oh, I could go on another rant about this one. First of all, and I tell myself this too, I'm a hypocrite for doing the same things, but nobody is ever useless. You're only useless if you stop choosing improvement, and then at that point you're left with the skills that you choose to remain. You're stuck with the skill set that you've chosen to remain. That's not the correct wording, but I think you guys get what I'm talking about. Nobody's ever useless, right? Everybody has a set skill set that they acquire over time, over life. These are things that you have to acquire, first of all. There is not a point in time where I would consider a person useless, but rather they might not be a good fit for their skill set. And I find this a lot with people who do feel like they are useless, myself included, is that we haven't found a position where we can utilize our skill sets efficiently so that we can be useful. I mean, needless to say, it's important that you want to strive to improve at something or acquire new skills on a regular basis, because that is such as life. You have a long life ahead of you. You can't just be a one-trick your entire life. I mean, you could be if that's the kind of life you want to live, but I'm under the assumption that if you've chosen a creative outlet, that in and of itself is a lifelong journey. You cannot be idle in a creative industry, and you cannot be idle in an ever-changing industry such as gaming, or technology, or music, or art. It's always changing. Innovation is an important aspect of our industry. Otherwise, we would be singing Gregorian chants today in 2020, in 2023. While we still do as a historical memento, you know, but like things change, things are evolving, and I cannot find a reason to pinpoint a way to call somebody useless, because that's just not true. The way that I feel like we determine somebody's usefulness in today's society is very superficial, right? We look at social status, we look at money, we look at resumes, things you've done in your life, and we neglect to look at the smaller things, right? Let's say, for example, what the game developer has shown us. He can do stickman animations, he can draw, they can animate things, they can do music, they can do art. They're good at games, for all I know, because they play a lot of games. Like, these are not things that aren't useless. Or, okay, wait. These aren't useless things, just that you haven't found the correct outlet to utilize your skill set in such a way to make you feel useful, sorry. One's determination of use is determined on external factors. And so when you decide to call yourself useless, that usually indicates that you yourself are in a position where you don't feel like you're doing anything of value. You have to be able to find a position in which you can feel useful. That's a really roundabout way of saying, like, it's not your time, you're not at the right place, and that you just gotta keep looking. It's not that you're useless, it's that you haven't been able to find a place to be useful. Anyway, I'm really hesitant to click on this factory reset.exe. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna write, I gotta write this down, I'm gonna forget. One of the numbers is behind a white, slightly open door. Isn't it just this door? No, but it's not white. White door, launch failure. Weird hint was just the face. And then the final hint was in the middle of the screen on the title screen, breaking easily. Door, fail screen, little emoji face, and then title screen. I'm confused, but we're gonna try and figure this out. Middle of the title screen breaking. I don't get it. I'm mentally preparing for a jump scare. Now that I've opened the prohibited folder, I need to mentally prepare for it and look for a number. So please, jump scare me. I'd never say this, but jump scare me. 8. Something 8 something something. We live in a world full of other people, some around us. Yet feeling alone seems... Wait, you've already said this one. Okay, so the half a jar white door is... That number is 8 in the second position. We found that one. There was like this... There's the title screen, jump scare screen, little emoji face, and something else. What was the something else? There are 4 numbers. Better yet, where do I input these numbers? I never figured that out. Well... Jump scare me. I'm ready for it. Kind of. Please don't. Jump, shut up, no one just... I didn't see it. I gotta get jump scared again, hold on. I didn't see it, what? Do it, you won't. You won't. It didn't. God, I gotta keep doing this until I get it. Come on, jump scare me, do it. Where's the number? 0s and 1s? One of the numbers is behind a white... Okay, that one's 8 in the second position. I can't find the launch failure screen. A weird hint was the emoji face, and the final hint is in the middle of the screen on the title screen, breaking easily. What does this mean? Why am I too stupid for this? Well, I also gotta look for a face. Hold on. Where have I seen an emoji face? It's like the small details I neglect to pay attention to, and it's always the small details. It's always the small details. The middle of the screen on the title screen breaking easily. So do I need to crash the PC again? And there should be a number on that screen. Well, I broke the game regardless, because now I can't exit out of this, so... God, I gotta reboot the game again? Oh, come on. Why did I buy? Okay, let's crash the computer again. And break. Your sanity ran into a problem, blah blah blah, you didn't beat the game. 41% completed. But this doesn't give me a number. You got me stumped. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna take a wild guess here and say that 4 and 8 are gonna be important numbers because I can't access them. Oh, I mean, it's on the tweeter bird, but what does this mean? But what does this mean? Oh. I'm gonna cancel you, kid. Okay, first number in the code is 2. 2, 8, something, something. 4 is gonna be a number in the thing. I don't know how to The final hint was the middle of the screen on the title screen, breaking easily. Do I need to go back to the title screen and break the screen? 4. Okay, okay. So then the last one's just the jump scare page.
I just paid for this. What? Fuck you.
Whatever he just said, I didn't hear it. My volume's too low because I don't want to get jump scared when I look at the jump scare page. Okay, 284, and the last number is on the jump scare page, which I cannot seem to find. So again, I do not say this ever, but please jump scare me so that I can find this final number. I've rebooted this game I don't know how many times now. 284, here we go. Please jump scare me. Feel free to jump scare me. Let me look for a number. Or don't. Darn it, I gotta, oh my god. Your 17% chance of failure is really ruining, is really hindering my progress right now. Do it. Do it now. We're gonna be here for a while. 17% is actually a lot less than I thought it was. Please jump scare me right here, right now. I need it. I want it. Ah, come on. 17%. 1 in 10. If we round it up to 20%, it's bound to happen. 1 every 5. 1 in every 5. Any day now, game developer. You've jump scared me 4 times now this game. I'm ready for it. I need it. I want it. I need this number. Pretty please. Oh. It's organic, right? This is an RNG. Everything that happened, the jump scare is RNG. I need you to happen now, right now. Just do the magic. We've already broken statistics here. It's supposed to be like 1 in 5, 1 in 6, but it's not happening. It's gonna be when I least expect it, right? Watch, right here, right now. I'm calling it. Now. Please? When I need you most, you let me down. When I need you most. When I need you most, jump scare me now. Jump scare me now. I just need to look at the number. I need a number. You gotta give me a number. I'm literally begging to be jump scared right now. This is not a thing that normally happens. I want to be scared. Scare me, please. I'm starting to sound like a broken record. Come on now. You're pulling my toe. You're pulling my something. I don't know. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to get yumped. Give me the yump. Maybe if I just don't talk, it'll happen. If I'm complaining too much about it. %17% is awfully low. Come on now. You were jumping me this entire time, but you haven't jumped me. Do it. No? Am I supposed to trigger something in-game so that you can start jump scaring me? I'm starting to believe that there's an in-game event that's supposed to happen so that this jump scare screen is supposed to come at me. I've kind of rebooted the PC for I don't know how many times now. Look, come on. I'm tired of this bit. Hold on. I'm gonna give you one last try here. Otherwise, I'm gonna I'm gonna look this up. You got one shot. Scare me, right here, right now. Bruh. I'm gonna look this up, I'm sorry. I got 3 numbers. I've been jump scared so many times already. Why? The last number is literally 5. Why couldn't I see it in the jump scare screen? I was looking so many different places. I can't find the number 5. Now I gotta do all of this again. I gotta click the letter B. I gotta go into... Was it the tweeter? No, I gotta go into the internet and click on the tubes. Click on this lady's belly button. And then I gotta find the first indie game that I've ever released. Was that it? No, excuses for procrastination, this one. Which I didn't click. There we go. Okay, we're gonna factory reset it now. I have the code. It's 2845. Now are you gonna scare me? I've been wanting to be scared for the longest time. Which is not something that I wanted to be asked of a game. And so please just be nice to me. Don't scare me. Initiating factory reset. Everything's going away. Why do they start with the important things first? Part of me believes something's gonna happen, so I'm already tensed up, I'm ready for it. But this is a perfectly normal thing to do, right? Factory resetting your PC is a normal thing to do. Especially if something goes wrong with it, which it I feel like something has gone terribly wrong with your PC, my friend. What happened to the other 45%? Deleting system files. Acknowledging bad habits. Okay, good start, yeah. Deleting fake friends. It's always nice to move on. It's good to let go. Acknowledging all addictions. Let it go. Let it all go. Acknowledging imposter syndrome. You kind of have to live with that one. It's gonna always be there. Self-hatred. Same with that one. Retrieving sleep schedule. You gotta fix that, yeah. Deleting excessive thoughts. I would love to delete my excessive thoughts. Life not found. Huh. Why, I feel like... Hold on. There's gotta be like a purpose to this, right? I mean, perhaps maybe the factory reset is like a way of... Oh, hold on. Thank you for playing Life Not Found. I hope you enjoyed the game. I had a blast and a few mental breakdowns making it. I hope you learned from my mistakes and don't make the same mistakes in the future. If you have made them before, I hope this experience hits even harder. You may have noticed that the final song has more instruments than just piano like the other songs. I wanted to experiment a little. It's not that good yet with using multiple instruments and making loop songs, so I wanted to try it out to make the ending more special and rewarding. I still have a long way to go as a game developer, so I hope you're willing to give me a chance again sometime in the future. For the time being, I'll be spending my time improving my skill set and possibly try streaming games, and being a game streamer has also been a long-time dream of mine. I hope you enjoyed Life Not Found. I hope to see you again next time, Birchin. Are you Birchin on a streaming platform? I want to give you a follow. I want to support you. Especially with like the smaller indie game developers, streamers, creators, and whatnot. I feel like we need to help support each other, and I certainly will look for you later when I finish recording. When I finish streaming. But oh my goodness. Like, you summed up the young adult crisis in such a wonderful way that it feels almost as if you've spoken for all of us, like young adults, teens becoming adults, people fresh out of college, people who dropped out of school. It just makes so much sense, and it really resonated with me. There's a part of me that's still confused about the factory reset. Does a factory reset indicate that I'm resetting my life habits, or does that just mean that like I'm asking for a reset on life because of how messed up everything is now? Unless it's thematic that the factory reset means life. You weren't able to find your life. I'm probably thinking too deeply about this and I'm looking too into it, but I was a little confused about the factory reset. Was the factory reset a good thing or a bad thing? But either way, my goodness, this is like, you packed an existential crisis into a game, and my goodness, I'm all for it. Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm still like internalizing everything that you put in here. And yes, while you are a small game developer, you're still new to this stuff. Like, it's a good start. You don't have to bash yourself for making something that you might not appreciate, because again, somebody out there in the world, like me, might appreciate what you've done. And while I can agree with you, this might not be the most finesse thing you'll ever make in your life, I do hope that you find this game and other games that you've made, which I have not yet found or played, are stepping stones to something even greater for your future. Every single person in the creative field needs to hear this, right? It's not something that you face alone. It's harder to talk about it because we're also, I believe most creative people are very inside people. We tend not to share our emotional state. We tend not to share our endeavors with others because more often than not, people who aren't in the creative field will not understand why we do what we do every day. It's important that we talk about it. And I do think you unpacked a huge portion of what it means to be a creative artist in this game. And I appreciate that because it's not something that we normally talk about. Aside from me being extremely stupid with your riddles and puzzles, which were very smart, by the way, I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. And again, this is probably a PSA to anybody who's trying to pursue a career in a creative outlet. Sometimes it's not about making the perfect release. Sometimes it's not about doing something perfectly or being better than other people. Everybody has a different timeline for their creative journey. It's incredibly hard not to compare yourself to the giants, to the ones that you aspire to be, to the ones that inspired you to create. You have to walk your own journey. You have to walk your own timeline. It's very easy to be jealous of what other people have. It's very jealous to see the kind of luck that we have, that other people have, that you see, that you feel that you don't have. I feel like in this kind of industry, and again, I don't mean it in a negative connotation, but it's important to be selfish. It's important to gear your focus towards yourself and try not to think too much about what other people are doing in regards to progress and growth, right? Because you yourself have your own timeline and your own journey to go through. And while as much as you want to strive for greatness in a short period amount of time, that's not going to happen because any creative career is built over time. And so I guess my advice to anybody who's trying to pursue a creative outlet who feels frustrated with themselves is to just persevere on and believe and have faith that you're doing this to make the world a better place and to be able to share your passions with other people. I can almost guarantee you that there will be a niche for you out there, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, right? You just have to put yourself out there and find it, or have them find you. More often than not, you have to find it because, you know, everybody's fighting in this space because of how the online space has grown. Everybody is fighting for the spotlight, whatever spotlight that is. And so you have to create that spotlight for yourself so that other people can gravitate towards the content that you have. I just think this game, this experience, this narrative is a very good testament for the struggles of a creative. I'm like repeating myself now, but I do feel like this is a very important message that not everybody gets to hear on a day-to-day basis because we don't talk about it enough. It's very well made. I wholeheartedly would recommend it to people with maybe a bigger brain than I do. Because wow, I could not figure out the riddles for the longest time.